NFL salary cap, it has changed. Okay, this is the milestone for the NFL. It is finally, for the first time ever, topped over $300 million for each team. That is a $22 million increase from last season at $301.2 million, Chad. That's a lot of money. Sorry.
Um,
Talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah, Jess.
No, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it yet. They don't bring it up every year, right? They don't raise
Yeah,
it
they
every
do.
year.
They do.
It hasn't
Every
gone
single
up
year?
this every single year, but it hasn't gone up this much in like ever. Like usually it's like 10 to like 8, maybe. 22 is a big number. That's huge. And it's
Well,
like, go ahead.
no, keep going. Explain.
Well, I was gonna say I think it just shows that whatever the NHL is doing off the field, whatever Goodell is concocting with ad revenue and sponsorships and the football outside of the states, as much as we can complain about it, it's working. They're making money. They're making profit. Their ticket sales are through the roof. Jersey sales are through the roof. Everything that they're doing clearly is working because they're able to give teams more money to spend, more money to spend on players. Players are getting paid, can get paid more money now. So everything that's going on outside of what's going on the field is working. They're with their expansion outside of the states to the ad revenue. The Super Bowl obviously played a big part in it. Networks, media deals, all that. As much as we complain about it, it's working. They are a $1 billion industry. It continues to grow each and every year.
They
22 is a
make more
lot,
than $1 billion, I think. They make way more than $1 billion
right?
a year.
Just like layman's terms, like they are
Yeah, yeah,
making
yeah.
a lot of money, right? And so they're able to kind of now, and like 22 is a lot. There's opportunity for it to go up again even more next year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how that's the crazy part. Like
Yeah.
they could be the first like team or the first like what is it league to get like $400 million salary cap. Like that's a possibility per team. So it's gonna get to the point where how baseball players have stupidly big contracts. NFL players are not that far behind. They're gonna get paid a lot more money now. So I think it shows the growth of the league in that whatever Goodell has done pathway wise and revenue wise has worked, and to a degree it shows a healthy league in that aspect. That if you do invest in it, you are gonna get that return back and then some.
Mm-hmm. Like, this is the fourth most that the cap has ever jumped all time. The highest number that it ever has jumped was from 2023 to 2024, where it jumped over $30 million. So this number is very significant. It's top five ever. The fifth closest, I think, is what, 16 million, 16.5. So yeah, this is a huge fucking number. This is nothing to scoff at, and it breaks the $300 million seal. And it's going to get bigger because the last 3 years, 2025 to 2026, right? 23.8 mil. In 2024, 30.6. And then in 2023, 16.6. And then 2022, 25.7 mil. Like, these are big fucking numbers. And from 2020 to 2021, it actually went down. It went down $15 million in the cap, probably because of Corona. Um, they just keep blowing it out the water. They keep jumping up
Um,
in percentages. This is like on average between the last 5 years a 10% increase in their revenue and into the salary cap. So it's fucking phenomenal, fucking fantastic. It's yeah. NFL is cooking, and a lot more guys are going to be asking for that money. JSN might get that $41 million. Chat. He might get that 41 million he's asking
well,
for.
no, it's good that they're raising the salary cap, but they have to. I mean, you got 52 players on a team. you have like you need a large salary cap. You're not a 11-man team. You're not a 5-man team. You need that type of money. But I just feel like they're just gonna give that shit to the fucking quarterback. The quarterback's still gonna soak up most of that salary cap. They are really trying not to pay other players that are not the quarterback. Like, the wide receivers had made it, right? They've gotten to the point where they're demanding just as much, if somewhere in the ballpark of like quarterback. But other positions, they still have to fight kind of like tooth and nail, especially for guaranteed. So I feel like I really want to see it dispersed a bit better amongst the players.
Yeah. Like if you're
Our
not,
number one
yeah.
defensive guy needs to get paid. Other positions need to get paid other than the quarterback. I think I'm tired of seeing them get ridiculous contracts, and then the rest of the team has to suffer. Like, it's stupid.
Well,
And then because at the end it doesn't help them. So
how would you feel,
give it
Jess,
away.
about how would you feel if you do what the NBA does and you set a cap on how much a certain player can make? Like, say the quarterback can only make 50 million, the wide receiver can only make 35 million max. Running backs can make 30 million max. O line can make 25 million max. Would you feel
I'm
like
not against
that's
it because I feel like that is a healthy boundary. It's a boundary to make sure that you can spread the rest of your salary cap to other players that you want to maintain. Now maybe some players don't have to look for another team. Maybe you can keep a lot more people. It should be easier to reconstruct tracks now. I just feel like the most important thing is that these contracts are just not guaranteed. And that's the part that sucks. So if
right.
they are getting more money and it's still not guaranteed, at least, and the rest of their contract is not guaranteed, at least the bit that is, it'll be more. So it's an up and up for the players for sure. And
And
just
the,
so
the
you know, I
mhm.
feel like if their salary cap is 300, you can only imagine what the actual revenue is for the owners.
Oh, it's not even
It,
comparable.
it's it's ridiculous. It's
This is
no,
just
no.
just
So
not even
it's
like an
like
eighth of what they
it
make.
should kind of be more. It should be more. It should be
Right.
more.
Right.
But this is good. This is good.
And
And I
I
guess all
think
those boycotts didn't really work. Sorry, certain group of people.
to backtrack for a minute, and then we'll get into the owner conversation. A reason why I propose like an NBA type thing with Max Fields is because I feel like now it's gonna incentivize players and specifically agents to now reset the market again. To say, oh well, you got an extra 10 million. Why can't my quarterback be the highest paid quarterback in the league at $300 million contract? Why can't my receiver get $41 million? Those numbers are going to continue to go up. So whatever Josh Allen just set is going to be broken now. Whatever JSN sets will be broken in 2 or 3 years, because now they have the money to now break that deal, and the players are going to demand that. The great players are. So I feel like it's going to get to a point where we're going to get to the baseball level bullshit where it's like these contracts are going to get out of control. Now the owners can pay it. I'm not saying they can't, but then you're left with the other guys, the third string receiver, the backup running back, the entire O line being now underpaid because they can't pay them because the quarterback's getting 3/4 of the salary cap. So now you hurt the rest of your team. So I feel like baseball can do that because baseball has no salary cap. When the NFL, if you max out your contracts and you give your players, resetting the market value on money and deals, you kind of screw your cap over astronomically, and it hurts the back end of your roster instead of the front end. So I feel like a max contract
Yeah,
thing would make sense, and over years it would
no,
go
I'm
up a
not
little,
against
little bit,
it.
little bit, little bit.
I'm
But the
not
players
against
never
it
go for it.
because
That's going to be the problem.
what sucks is, sometimes you give these massive contracts to quarterbacks and then they end up sucking. Sometimes they end up not they're just mid.
Yeah.
You're not winning playoff games. You're not even getting into the playoffs. But here's $375 million. Like, that's ridiculous.
Guys,
So I feel like
I
there
have I
should
have
be max
something.
contract. I agree because I just feel like with this raise, they're just gonna give it over to fucking Patrick Mahomes and like Joe Burrow. Not to say that they don't deserve it, but it's just like the salary cap increase is just going to go to their pockets. It's not going to go to. That's the downside. I honestly don't think it will go to other parts of the team. It should, but I feel like this is just more money for the quarterback and his number one receiver.
You know what I call this? Positional value. If you touch the ball a lot, you probably gonna get paid the most. It's quarterbacks, linemen, D linemen, and corners, wide receivers. Then you get to anybody else who wants a little bit of scrap. You know, you probably pay safeties and linebackers and running backs the least, unfortunately, because those positions are just the more replaceable positions in the league.
But they should still get more money when they get paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whatever they
Like,
get paid now should be raised.
don't get it twisted. Like, the elites at these positions, they will get their bag. But the overall position itself won't be that high paying. Like, the best running back gets paid this much, but a guy who's like mid, probably not even fucking touching his boots. You know what I mean?
But you want what I feel like should happen, and this would force owners to pay more money because now they have to do this. Because the salary cap increase, the league minimum should increase. If a guy's on a minimum deal, vet minimum deal, whatever that price is, that now has to go up too, because the salary cap went up. Practice squad guys should get paid more because salary cap went up. The 53rd guy should get paid more because salary cap went up. So because now that's increased, we have more money to play with, they should get more money in their pockets as well. There shouldn't just be a one-way street for one or two players and the owner. A whole roster should see an increase in their pocket value and what they're getting paid.
Well, this season we'll learn. We'll see if that's what they're gonna do. You know.
Yeah. Like the first big dominoes to
See how it
fall
goes.
will be the wide receivers who are looking to get paid. If we see a brother like George Pickens getting like close to 38, yeah, I think we've gone too far. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because some of these guys, right? They're really good players, but like, are they really worth that? And you know, that's the whole thing about value, right? And what do we value? And some teams can afford
Well,
it, and some teams, you know, they value certain positions more, so they would pay that premium price, or they might even pay more, just to have that player on their team because they think it will elevate their team.
Well, this is what happens when an agent does their job right and they get their guy the most money. Is now we look at T. Higgins' contract, and all second string receivers are like, well, T. Higgins got $100 million. Where's my bag?
Yeah.
Is T. Higgins worth $100 million? I mean, probably. But is the second string guy on the Jaguars worth $100 million? Probably not.
Hell no.
But he's going to ask for that.
Oh, fuck.
Because you know why? He could reset the market. So that's going to be the situation with George Pickens. Jason wants 41. Next guy's going to want 45. This is how this works. Contracts. It's going to get to a point where it's going to get out of control the larger we go. We're going to get the $400 million quarterback very soon.
You know
Very
what
soon.
it's giving as well. It's given when Jason
Better
Tatum,
come after he wins the Super Bowl. That's what it better come after he wins the Super Bowl.
It's given when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum got their contracts from Boston, where their contracts were like $60 million, and then it goes all the way up to like $70-something million. It's fucking ridiculous. It was insane. The contract extensions that they got, the super duper max, I feel like that's what it's called. I know that's not what it's called, but it should be called the super duper uber max, because they're getting paid fucking ridiculous amounts of money, but yet these teams are still really good. So I don't know, Jim. I don't know, but less players. So that kind of makes sense. Let's get that bag, yo. I can't wait to see what mediocre
Get
player
paid.
gets $30 million. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who's gonna try to reset the market this time. I really can't wait.